Hey friends, Chris here with Little Roots Ranch. I'm just getting over being sick, so my voice is a little bit hoarse, but I wanted to make a really quick video because I've been getting a lot of questions about, can you plant garlic at the end of November or can you plant anything else? And so there's a few questions in there. So the first thing about planting general stuff, excluding garlic, the answer is, boy, that's really tough. We're losing daylight by the day. It's, we're not too far away. I think we're a month away from the shortest day of the year. You are always welcome to experiment. But as far as starting stuff outside, honestly, at this point, I would wait. Or anything that you do plant, have it in your mind that it will germinate in the spring. Getting to garlic, well, that's a yes and a no. And I understand that that's a very helpful answer, but I'll go into detail. So I am going to plant my garlic still, but I'm on Western Washington, right? And so that includes, these guidelines are for Western Washington, Western Oregon, along the coast, warmer areas, all of that stuff. We've had some frost, there's no snowfall. It's relatively warm for this type of year, if you will, but it's perfect time for planting garlic. I personally am a late garlic planter in general, and I'll get to that in a second. But if you are on the east side of the mountains, so Eastern Washington or Oregon, Canada, and I'm not sure about Northern California, I believe that you already have like snow, or it's been snowing, or grounds are frozen. And so I'll be honest that I'm not 100% sure, just because I don't have growing experience there. But for the western side of the states, absolutely. So my very first year growing garlic ever, one of my mentors, she told me that she always plants garlic at the right after Thanksgiving. And I was like, okay. So I did that, had a wonderful harvest, and did that for several years. And then I started finding out that everybody starts garlic around mid-October. And I was like, that seems early from what I've always done, but I guess it doesn't mean good or bad, And so I did a little bit more research on it. And I don't think that either is wrong. I have 1 year, maybe 2 years, planted garlic in mid-October. And the majority of times I've planted garlic late November, first week of December. And I have noticed no difference in harvest or anything like that. I personally prefer a little bit planting garlic later in November, early December, for a few reasons. One, October, I'm always very busy. I'll do a video later, but there's some things I want to talk to you about, like the raised beds in the background. But October to me is a big grind for getting everything ready before it's too wet and cold to accomplish a lot. And garlic just seems so fitting post-Thanksgiving, personally. I also, our winter weather has become a little bit slightly unpredictable, or predictably unpredictable, or whatever that goes. And I think that we used to be a little bit more warmer going into the winter solstice, but now we kind of ebb and flow a little bit. And so we have more clear skies, but clear skies mean cold nights. And when you plant your garlic earlier, obviously the greens come up, and, the plant's working on top as well as bottom being roots and stuff like that. And garlic is hardy as all get out. But I sometimes worry that if it has undue trauma from being planted early and then going through with so many greens above ground, and without just staying below ground and focusing more on like root development and stuff like that, and just being like a little tiny green little bulb thing sticking out. So that's why I personally do it later. I think there's nothing wrong with actually planting it at mid-October. But if you haven't planted your garlic yet, and you're worried, or you're stressed, or you're thinking you missed the boat, you 100% did not. You can even plant in early spring. Now, there is a difference there, because you will have a later harvest and you will lose a little bit of size, just because the bulb doesn't get to work on that root system through the winter, like if it's planted in the fall or late fall. So to answer the question, And of course, it does depend on your microclimate as everything else. You know, I am coastal Western Washington, so it's warmer than a lot of the rest of the state, or at least the eastern state. But south of me will be a hair warmer usually, and north of me will be a little cooler. But no, if you still have garlic or you want to buy garlic and plant it, absolutely go for it. It's not too late. Don't worry about that. Maybe in the comments, a couple people can chime in who do live east of the Cascades and can comment as to when I can't talk. When garlic planting season kind of comes to an end, because honestly, I'm not fully sure. That might be where the hard October date comes from. But if your ground is workable, I would think that you would be able to plant it. And if you're on the west side of the mountains, absolutely go for it. Also, if there's any like tips or anything like that for on this video, again, you know, quick video, trying at least, go ahead and put those down, because we're all a community and we can learn from each other. And I owe you a couple more videos coming up about what I've been working on and me and stuff like that. But I'm back and I'm ready to get back into gardening and have a really, really fun and exciting project. But anyways, happy planting garlic. Happy early Thanksgiving. And for those wondering, my turkeys are silent today, but they are okay. Obviously, they are my pets. But happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.